What is up, guys? It's me, Max, back again with another guitar tutorial, and today we are going to take a look at Stupid by G-Flip, who I discovered today, and I immediately had to jump into this video because her music is gorgeous, and I really want to support her, and this is the best way for me to do so, I guess, because hey, this is what I do, and I enjoy sharing music that I like with you guys, so here we are. Even though it's like 3 billion degrees in here, and even though it's like 2 a.m., but nothing can stop me and nothing will stop you because the song is super easy. We don't need a capo. We are in standard tuning and there is pretty much nothing left to say except for my Instagram is down in the description. If you want to check that out and talk to me or see what's going on in my life or something along those lines, I would be more than happy to see you over there. And let's roll. So first of all, let's take a look at the chords we need in the song. And the first one is going to be an A. We've got our first finger on the 2nd fret on the 4th string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and 3rd finger on the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. And we have to mute the lower E string, and we do that by taking our thumb, we wrap it around the top of our guitar neck here, and we slightly touch that 6th string up here. That is the A. The second chord is a C sharp minor. We've got our first finger across the 5th down to the 1st string, 2nd finger on the 6th fret on the 4th string, pinky on the 6th fret on the 3rd string, and 2nd finger on the 5th fret on the 2nd string. And once again, we have to mute that lower E string. This time around, we do it by slightly touching it up here with our first finger. So we've got A, C sharp minor, and next up we've got a B. And I played differently from her because I saw the way she played it in her studio, and I would actually go with a different version of that B. Call me crazy by not doing exactly what she does, but I think it's a bit easier. So her B is being played up here on the 7th and 9th. We've got our first finger across all 6 strings on the 7th fret. We've got the 3rd finger on the 9th fret on the 5th string, pinky on the 9th fret on the 4th string, and 2nd finger on the 8th fret on the 3rd string. And that is her B. And my B is down here. Since we don't really need that high note in the song, we can actually go with this rather easily by putting our first finger across the 5th to the 1st string, 2nd finger on the 4th fret on the 4th string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string, and pinky on the 4th fret on the 2nd string. Once again, we would have to mute the 6th string by slightly touching it up here. And you know what, guys? That would be our last chord here. So we've got that A, we've got that C sharp minor, and if we go down for that B, for my version, the switch to the A is rather simple. But if you're up here for the B, like she is, you will have to jump all the way down here and do it rather fast. So you can follow whichever way you want here. And of course, I would not be totally devastated if you didn't choose the way I recommend. What gave you that idea? Like who would say something like that? Not just kidding. You can really do whatever you want here. I recommend this. She does this. Go with the flow. The rhythm is super easy because we just go down 4 times on each chord. On the A, on the C sharp minor, and twice on the B. Not going down twice, but going down 4 times twice, so 8 times. And that is pretty much played throughout the entire song. And what we do in the rest of the song, or alongside those chords that we keep on playing, is we sprinkle in certain melody elements. For example, we palm mute the string, so we use the palm of our right hand, we put it down here, and we just pick like this with the palm on here, and we just go bass notes, so 5th string and 4th string, then bass notes for that C sharp minor, and bass notes for that B, and for that B we will actually have to go up here, because that, now, well, okay, we wouldn't have to, but I think that bass sound of the 6th string is a bit better than the bass sound of the 5th string. So you sprinkle that in during the last chorus, and we also have, for example, the empty 5th string picked, then the 4th fret for that C sharp, and the 2nd fret for that B. So we just pick single notes, and later on we even sprinkle in a totally different melody. I'm just kind of rushing through those because they're just teeny tiny elements in the song that are like nice to know they're there, but unless you're playing with someone else or you're recording a multi-layered cover, you will not have to be bothered with those additional elements, because like, how would you put them in except for just playing and doing nothing else and leaving the chords out? That would not make sense either. So the last thing we have sprinkled in the very last chorus, like we always do this bass note thing in every chorus, and we do an like alteration of these 3 notes here in the last chorus. We've got our 2nd finger on the 5th fret on the 2nd string, 1st finger on the 4th fret on the 2nd string, and then we jump over onto the 4th fret on the 3rd string. We just go, we hold the first one for a while, so we just go like that, and later on we switch it up and go different order, so just low to high. And that is pretty much all there is to say about the song. Those were all the guitar elements, and don't worry, as I said, I rushed through those last parts because you can improvise on those, and the only thing that really needs to be known is like what they're all about. And if you want to do that multi-layered cover or play with a friend, you can apply those methods, but otherwise you will be totally fine using just the chords throughout this entire thing. And that is the entire song. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop it a thumbs up, helps me out more than you might think. And if you haven't done so already and are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's somewhere down there. And as always, I hope that I will see you guys next time.